Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Set! Line, 80! Let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
On 1st down, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. Watch twins.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Good list. Orange.
Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Now
they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Yeah,
moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A first down carry by Elliott. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. 47, 47.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run it with Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Reed wrestling ahead. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
35.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Hey, on.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Smith on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gun. Here we go. Flying in. Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Great 15.
After the interception, here's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Cooper was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And there he goes again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's finish now.
Here's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Good. Here we go. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
back to throw. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season?
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field. Cool.